Side right here as always. Coming to you from the wonderful world of Tamriel once more. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Harbor's quest here. This is the big one. The Amulet of Kings. This is the last mission before we do the final enactment.
And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. At the time I told myself it was for the good of all Tamriel. I was wrong, and now all the world suffers from my hubris. Perhaps, but I wonder, will history repeat itself, or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear using the amulet again. Its power is both great and terrible. Destiny can crush us by fulfilling our wishes just as surely as it can by denying them. It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruin. Before its capture, Saitahan hid the Amulet of Kings in the catacombs beneath the city. It is in the mountains of Calavian, the land of my youth. I have little memory of that time. My exposure to the Elder Scrolls stole much of the man I once was. Speak to Saitahan. He can answer your questions far more accurately than I.
Time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sancretor. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. Ages past, Sancretor was a place of light, but I fear that is no longer the case. We must be prepared for anything.
Okay, fully recovered from your
I
wounds.
have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear. It is useless to guess at a future that has yet to be written. You may hope if you wish, my friend. I will not judge.
So what's our plan?
Lord Varen will open the gateway to Sancretor. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic, the ward of Stendarr, the god of justice and mercy. Also, a god of well-earned luck. I thought this could be heard.
How we break the ward?
The catacombs contain 2 shrines dedicated to the divines. You must consecrate them in Stendarr's name. When that is done, the Ring of Stendarr's mercy should open the vault doors. It is written that Alessia received the divine inspiration from her slave rebellion at Sancretor, and so built her holy city there. That was long ago. The city is a ruin now. It has become a dark place with areas best left undisturbed. We should avoid the Crypt of Heroes. I saw enough angry dead there to fill 9 lifetimes. Kasura and I barely escaped with our lives. We entered through the inner courtyard and avoid it entirely. No, come. Time waits for no man.
Alright, let's go.
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings.
So anyway, go. Sai, Lyris, and Abner. And myself, of course.
You could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up. Come on.
What brings you to Sancretor, old friend? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every move?
Sai, no! Menomarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Molag Bal, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendarr, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
It would seem that in his own mind, our friend Sai never really left the halls of torment.
Menomarco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet. Menomarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendarr's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendarr's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. We may not be able to follow for some time. We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can access the chambers where the shrines are located.
Let's go.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Menomarco chose such a massive projected appearance. He's obviously overcompensating for something.
Yeah.
Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. You can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place. The dead are restless and angry.
We'll just avoid that for now. Let me see something real fast. I'll make sure I have some food on me just in case. The battle ahead is going to be quite difficult.
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the amulet?
The Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendarr's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendarr. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. In time, the name Molag Bal will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Menomarco.
I'll have to change my spells over. Damn it. I forgot about this battle.
Less as a god.
Hmm. Kind of interesting because originally when they talked about
Moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Sigh. Are you alright? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
now, originally, after he had captured the gem and said he'd be the new god of schemes, people were actually supposed to show up like ghostly figures and bow to him before the attack began, but that's okay.
That's tears. I thought I could handle this. Marco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment. I've pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Marco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. Every beat of my heart, they stab into me. That voice, Marco's voice, taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end. He never broke my will. He broke something. I will make it through this, my friend. I did not endure years of torture in the halls of torment only to give up now. The pain has subsided. Let us make haste and finish this. We must consecrate the 2 shrines with Stendarr's blessing before the vault can be opened. The first shrine rests in the Dragon Guard tomb. So many of my fallen comrades were interred. We must take care to respect their resting place.
Which way we're gonna go? Oh, this one. Okay. Then I'll waste my stamina here.
The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I've a surprise for you, sire. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Jaigangar? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Again, King of Worms defiles the memory of the honored dead. I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my old comrades of the Dragon Guard. We must consecrate the shrine.
Last time I was able to get through this without interfering anybody, but apparently it's not gonna work this time. Up and around, that's right.
Stendarr, God of mercy, charity, and justice, empower us with your wisdom and vision. Help us to right the wrongs of this world through your grace and with your guidance. Encourage us as we smite the wicked and punish the unjust. Now, we have only to consecrate the second shrine before we can enter the vault.
All this way. Oops.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
Mm-hmm.
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There's a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. I do not recall its solution.
Neither do I, but I'm usually very good at these type of puzzles.
Side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
Okay, so now I got them all on one level. But how do I bring them all back out?
You did it!
There it goes.
The bridge is down.
That's what I have to do. That's what I remember now. Okay.
Stendar, God of mercy, charity, and justice, by your grace
Kill them!
and consecrations, we beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the vault of kings.
That's new.
We have received.
That's the last shrine.
Ah, don't
That's
want.
the last shrine.
Okay, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Okay, move away from my wraith, please.
Dank corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home to you, Titanborn.
You mean a crypt filled with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
It's much more pleasant in the summer months.
And now the fun
Such
begins.
efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
I swear by Stendar's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Anamarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my
Oh, there it
power
is.
and bow before me. Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my old friends. Try and stop me.
Oh, we will. Oops. Vaults of Kings. There we go.
There it is. The door to the Vault of Kings.
What do you know?
The shrines have been consecrated in Stendarr's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendarr's mercy to open the vault doors.
And how do we do that?
Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring of the doors to lift the ward. Doors should open wide. Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
I told you I would break through the ward, and now I will break you. Minions, arise! Obey me!
I will hold him at the portal. Focus on Metamarco.
Is the last one. Now she goes to handle that one.
Don't stop now!
And I handle Metamarco. Mono e mono.
You really think that death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known? This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
Worm! You think you can betray the Lord of Brutality and Domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Yep. He got what he came for.
Everything Metamarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on a pillar.
Grimes gave you a nose for a reason, Thorn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titanborn.
Well played.
We're finished here. It's time to go home.
Yes, it is. Let's not linger any longer than we have to. The God of Schemes is done with this little play toy. On this world, anyways. And Mana Marco will spend his days suffering in agony. Again, like I told you, these are the books. Oops. It chronicles the history of the 5 companions. From their words. As you can see, you want to make sure you read them if you have the Mage's Guild.
Kings is ours once again. Manamako will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the god of schemes without paying a heavy price.
Yep.
I cannot admit. Sai Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Molag Bal is still a great threat, and the plane meld must be stopped, or this will all be for naught. I've not forgotten Vestal. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover. As always, I will contact you soon. Walk in the light, Vestal.
See how Cal's doing, huh?
Sacred Tor? Never been there, but I understand it's where the Riemann dynasty is entombed. Why don't people even bother burying remains anymore? Seems rather a waste of time these days, what with everyone popping out from their graves. Cremation, I say.
I know what you're thinking, Leslie. You want to thank me for my noble and heroic effort in helping you defeat that treacherous worm, Manamako. No need to laud me, though. The world already knows of my brilliance, but you're welcome nonetheless.
I can't believe there's still more to do. But whatever the future holds, come oblivion or high water, the 5 companions will face it together.
The Amulet of Kings is in our possession. The traitor Manamako has been defeated. We are not yet finished. The blessings of Akatosh must be restored if Nirn is to remain safe. But tonight, we rest.
And yet the gates still continue, and the God of Schemes still tries to take control of Nirn even after you've completed that quest. But hey, it's an MMO, right? if these things didn't happen, there wouldn't be a reason to continue to play.
The companions assemble once more. Travel to the harborage. It is time for our final preparations.
Why? I didn't think it was that soon. I don't know if I'm quite ready for it, actually. Yeah, well.
They're having an important meeting and asked if I give them some privacy. I mean, do you believe it? Where's the trust? Pop on out to the rubbish tip, Cadwell. There's a good lad. Do I mind? Oh, I have no mind. I'm the village bloody idiot.
Welcome back, Vestige. News of Manimarco's demise spreads far and wide. Like worms, his followers burrow deep into the earth to escape the searing light of the coming dawn. As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molag Bal. The power of his worm cult is broken forever. That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do. In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molag Bal forces visions of his eternal torture into my mind. I can show you exactly what I see, if you wish it. Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Manimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Caesar will speak with you first.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny's a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link remaining. It is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but state it plainly. You are a great warrior and a trusted friend. And we would like to extend you an offer. When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner. The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King, Manimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong, but destiny requires a 5th. We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic, but please, humor an old soldier.
Now, I have no idea what it's like to say no. I was going to say no once with my Argonian, but ended up not doing so. So.
My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Caesar. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our Lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we four have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth and loyalty and justice. I, Sai Sahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorkhan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew, and may the vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sai Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
We stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes!
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. We must be pretty damn shiny by now. I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we?
Yep.
I don't regret any of it, but it occurs to me that we haven't had much of a chance to talk as friends. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal. Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world. Funny thing is, the farther you go, the harder it is to return. When you do, if you do, you get to see the place you came from with new eyes.
And what about you?
I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep or grow cabbages.
Are you serious?
No. Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titan-born shepherd, farmer, housewife. I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through? You never get used to it. My father, he'll die over and over again for the rest of my life. Grief doesn't go away. You just learn to live with it. But I can live my life with his daring and spirit and joy. That way he'll never die. Not really. Oh, lots of things. Friends lost, missed opportunities, failed endeavors. Maybe the best we can hope for is to end up with the right regrets.
Right.
I do regret not taking the time to get to know the people I fought with. I hope to change that. One last thing. You like mead?
Of course.
I knew I liked you.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's toast. To Molag Bal, that ugly skeever. May his privates be infected with brown rot fever. May our course be true and our hearts be brave, as we march into Cold Harbor to spit on his grave.
God, don't do that.
Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, you felled the great Manimarco. Well played. you've done the Empire a great service. The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller.
Is that
I
weird?
suppose
Thanks.
it is, but that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. Molag Bal remains a threat, and Tamriel is still in grave danger. First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must join them. Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul.
You talk about the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, by the way.
I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince. But we have the Amulet of Kings. With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is where your condition works to your benefit.
How?
The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is to be repaired, I must attempt the ritual again, this time with you.
Will that cause another soul burst?
Only if we use it here on Nirn. But if we were to travel to Coldharbour, we might be able to harness its power, imbue you with divine agency enough to challenge the Daedric Prince. But there is a price. Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a soul to consume, and I am needed to perform the ritual.
Someone has
More
to die.
specifically, one of our three companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning.
Oh, the price is
Of
too
course
high.
it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the five will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing at this moment, and so I'm not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Thorn. Saving your own backside again.
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I'm the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige. That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice. As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Coldharbour. You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be severed once and for all. When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled, the five companions will gather one last time to face our destinies. The god of schemes must be stopped, Vestige. That is the only thing that matters now.
So, who do you choose? Lilith Titanborn, Sai Sahan, or Vera Acalaris? This is the choice before you. You have a long while to think about it because, again, like I said, until you finish all of the quests in Reaper's March, or the main quest storyline in Reaper's March, and head into Coldharbour, and stop the plane meld, the last part of the story will not be activated. Doesn't matter what level you are. It activates only after the plane meld has been destroyed. Once you have completed the ritual of the main, you'll be free to leave. You'll then get the quest to go to talk to one of the mages, the one in control, the one in charge of all the guilds, and he will tell you of their plan. But that's, you know, for a later day, of course. We have a while before we get to that point in time. We still have this little town to take care of. We have that we can do. I can always push that off to later. These two are the more important. We gotta find that cult. We gotta stop them. Problem is, do I go to Aranthia and try to go around? There's no real easy way to get there. Nah, we'll just go here and go up. Reaper's March is always so hard to navigate because there's no real roads. I don't know if you read any of the comments that comes up on the bottom. Sometimes it talks about Reaper's March. This was once known as Northern Valenwood, just in general passing, mainly home to the Bosmer people, but it borderlines elsewhere. The Gajit and the Bosmer fought over and over again for possession of this land. Nope, I am going the wrong direction. Okay. Must be this bridge I wanted. Yeah, there it is. That's the road I want. Ah, just up the steel. We need to follow this road that way. Ah, there's the scorpions. I knew there was giant scorpions here somewhere. Hate those things. We have Deadeye Bandits. There's a little quest here. Oh, and a message in the bottle.
I'd ask if you were interested in browsing, but I can tell from that look in your eye that you're here for business, not pleasure.
I remember this quest somewhat. There's an interesting mission about this.
And what can I get for you? May this one be of service.
Care for a mug of honey, mage? Loyalty and service. Move now!
Interesting that I can't find the quest marker for this place.
This is taking forever.
Must be somewhere outside of town then. Maybe. Okay, I'll have to figure that out later. Interesting. I wonder where everybody's at. One shot up there. Past all of these scorpions. Oh, firebook. Still have 2 more skills to put up. That's where one quest marker is. We still have a camp to look forward to. Ah, here we are.
My friend, the Traveler. Zadala's meeting went well. She hopes she's glad to see you again.
Oh yes, I'm
I
definitely.
truly cannot thank you enough. This one wishes she could stay and chat, but she must deliver the coffer as soon as possible. Safe travels.
Safe travels, you two. Alrighty.
I'm a thirsty boy.
Oh, and here. I bypassed it. Ah, my queen.
My friend, it is good to see you, even here. I keep hearing reports out of the march. Hallowed this and the Hallowed did that. Even on the fringes of the Dominion you make your mark.
Yes, my queen.
Yes, I know. Her sister told us a tale of bravery and sacrifice. She said you played an important role, as you so often do. I wish we could offer you a chance to rest and recover. But rest will have to wait for another day. I'm sorry to ask for your service so soon, but after the loss of the champion at Moonlight, your valor could make the difference today. We were on our way to see the champion walk the Two Moons path. Then our advance team began to report. Smoke over dune, the cries of Daedra, and Stonefire cultists in the streets. Javad Tharn has grown tired of waiting, it would seem.
So where's the champion?
And a few of our bravest warriors have gone ahead into the city. They're trying to stem the tide of Daedra, ease up the pressure on our troops here. If you will, Hallowed, I'm sure she'd appreciate the help.
As you say, my
Clear the city, end the Daedric threat, and we can meet at the temple. We can usher in a new era of unity for this Eldmeri Dominion. So formal. Of course, of course. What would you like to discuss? According to reports I've been getting, no. They're still trying to hold the few places in the northern woods they've managed to capture, but we pushed them back. Arenthia was their largest victory, and you denied them that. Raz was... he could be infuriating. Many times my advisors told me to cut him loose. I never considered it. I and the Dominion will roll along without him, I'm sure. But it will be a little lonelier under this crown. Yes, I have. She's a quiet woman, seems very thoughtful. But stars above does she know a lot. We had the most fascinating discussion about the signing of the Elden Accord, and she wasn't even there. My friend, I know you've chosen well. The lunar clergy seems to think so, and I find her quite charming. The Khajiit people are wise and brave in equal amounts. They will grow to love her, I know it. We're still not sure, but we haven't seen any chains yet. No dark anchors. All the Daedra appear to have come from portals opened in the middle of the districts. We have a problem, though.
What
When
is
the
it?
Daedra push into our realm, they create a kind of organic gateway. I saw that firsthand at Firsthold. It hasn't happened here. The portals reach from our side to theirs. That means, somewhere in Dune, there is a traitor.
Ah, the Sylvanar.
I hope this path you have to walk will not be troubled by the darkness plaguing Dune.
Really?
Destruction. Devastation. Our Dominion does not deserve this treatment.
My lord.
Kizargi is in there. Watch over her. She is very dear to me, young though she is.
Right. Okay. So that is our direction. That is where we need to go. However, this is going to be a story for another day. We will log out here and continue this at a later time. I got some skill points I gotta put into. Figure out what I'm doing. And I won't bore you with the details. But I want to thank you guys very much for joining me. Anyone who shows up after the fact. I should be returning to probably Destiny later on this evening. I'm just gonna stop for dinner, get something to eat, whatever, and I'll be back shortly. So I hope you guys can join me for that. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions about the games I play here, about anything to do with Elder Scrolls Online, because I guess I've already played this, so I have a lot of knowledge on it already. Or any other games I play, please tweet me at Cyberrat. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Follow me on Twitch or Twitter, of course, if you wish to follow more. And of course, there's links on Twitter to my YouTube channel, so you can always follow me there too. And lots to look at, lots of things to view, lots of games already on there, and lots more soon to come. The pre-order for Lego Dimension, which comes out later this month, is already set. It will be coming by mail because I'm going to pick it up, so it will be a couple days after launch when I get to start, but that's okay. Next week, of course, we have the full version of Destiny: The Taken King, which will be out. I'll probably try to play that first thing in the morning, so we can get that going. I will be trying to get the monthly subscription for Elder Scrolls, so that we can venture into the Imperial City in Cyrodiil and check that out, see what it's like in there, because I have not been in there yet. It's brand new, and I can't wait to see what it's like. Being that I have no PC right now, I haven't been able to enjoy it over the last couple of weeks like everybody else has. So I'm kind of bummed. But that's okay. We'll carry on as we do. Still more other games I will be getting. Assassin's Creed Unity, Syndication, of course. Tom Clancy's The Division, which will be coming out soon. Black Ops 3. Call of Duty, of course, in November. Can't wait for that one. And still others I'm looking into. See what happens. So we'll go from there and see what happens. Okay, guys? Not a problem. Till next time, this is Cyberrat signing out for now. Later, bye.